Unleash the stoic secrets of silence and revolutionize your life. Discover how speaking less amplifies resilience, clarity, and inner strength. Embrace the wisdom that guided Marcus Aurelius through turmoil. Stay tuned to master the art of silence and reshape your world. 1. Silence builds resilience. As the sun rises, a lone warrior stands quietly, ready for what comes. This warrior, a follower of Stoic teachings, knows that staying silent gives them strength. Find power in the quiet moments with Stoic wisdom. They don't need to shout to be strong. Their calm in tough times shows their inner power. This quiet courage helps them face problems with grace, turning tough times into chances to grow. Here's a simple Stoic thought. Quiet your wants, and you'll quiet your fears. It means that when we control our desires, we also control what scares us. It starts with, silence builds resilience, and shows how staying silent can make us stronger and wiser. Our warrior's silence says more than words ever could. They've learned that true strength comes from facing life's challenges without complaining, finding peace and growth in the silence. 2. Silence promotes authentic listening. As dawn breaks, a wise mentor sits peacefully, their attention fully on their student. This mentor, guided by Stoic principles, understands that silence is not just absence of noise, it's a space for understanding. Embrace the silence to truly hear and connect with others through Stoic wisdom. They don't interrupt or judge. Their quiet presence allows them to really hear what's being said. This deep listening is a form of respect, showing they value the student's words. It's in this silence that true empathy and connection bloom. Here's a Stoic insight. In silence, we hear more than words. It suggests that by quieting our own voice, we open ourselves to truly understand others. Our narrative is brief yet impactful. It begins with, silence promotes authentic listening, and reveals how through silence we can become better listeners and more empathetic beings. Ultimately, our mentor's silent attention teaches us a valuable lesson. True wisdom comes from listening with intent and compassion, finding meaning and connection in the quiet spaces between words. Treat silence as a virtue. In the heart of a teeming city, a philosopher stands serenely, his presence a quiet contrast to the surrounding clamor. This philosopher, steeped in Stoic thought, recognizes that his silence is not an absence, but a presence, a mindful choice of when to impart wisdom. Experience the profound eloquence of silence in Stoic practice. He doesn't speak often, but when he does, his words resonate with purpose and insight. His selective speech is an exercise in Stoic virtues, wisdom in every word, moderation in every message. Here's a Stoic reflection. Through silence, we master ourselves. It implies that in choosing when to speak, we also choose our battles and our peace. Our tale is concise yet profound. It starts with silence as a virtue and unfolds how intentional silence can be a powerful means of communication. Our philosopher's mindful muteness teaches us an invaluable lesson. True eloquence isn't about speaking more, it's about speaking meaningfully. By embracing Stoic silence, we find clarity and strength, turning our words into impactful echoes of our character. Silence sharpens thinking. See how being quiet helps us get to know ourselves. Picture someone sitting alone, thinking hard in a quiet spot. This is what Stoics did. They thought deeply in silence. They believed this helped them learn big truths about life and themselves. Find out how thinking quietly can make us better people. When we take time to think quietly, like the Stoics, we start to understand ourselves better. It's like going on an adventure inside our own minds to find out what makes us tick and how we can be smarter and kinder. There's an old story about a smart Stoic who figured out something huge while thinking quietly. One day, it hit them. Everything in life is linked together. This idea changed how they lived, helping them be more chill with themselves and everyone else. By thinking quietly, we don't just learn about ourselves, we also become stronger and smarter. This helps us handle tough times with courage and calm. Know yourself. Socrates. Socrates, a thinker the Stoics looked up to, said we should really understand who we are. When we take time to be quiet and think, we're following the advice of wise people from long ago who wanted to know themselves deeply and live a life that matters. In short, being quiet helps us think better. It gives us the space to learn about ourselves and grow in ways that make us wiser and more peaceful, just like the Stoics taught. Silence brings peace. Find calm in the quiet, even when life gets wild. Picture a big storm outside, loud and scary, but inside a cozy room, it's nice and quiet. This quiet place is like a secret spot in our minds where we can chill out, no matter what's going on outside. See how being quiet helps us stay cool when things get tough. Stoic thinkers, like the wise Seneca, knew that being quiet helps us think better. He said, "We often freak out in our heads more than in real life. Being quiet helps us step away from all the noise and keep our cool, just like the Stoics said we should." There's a story about a gardener who kept working on his plants, even when a crazy storm hit. He didn't make a fuss, he just kept going. His chill attitude helped his garden grow and made everyone else feel calm too. This story shows us that being quiet can give us strength and help us deal with life's messes. Life's not about dodging every problem, but knowing how to deal with them. Seneca. Seneca tells us that real peace isn't about avoiding problems. It's about handling them without losing our cool. By learning to be quiet, we can find our inner peace and get through life's ups and downs with a clear head.